Hello and welcome everyone to the daily news analysis of 13th of January 2024। तो इम्पोर्टेंट आर्टिकल हिंदू की जो आज देख लेते हैं। सुप्रीम कोर्ट रिफ्यूजेस टू स्टे लॉ ऑन सिलेक्शन ऑफ सीईसी एंड ईसी। रिटेन इन्फ्लेशन राइज टू 5.7% इन December। फोकस ऑन बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस एज ग्लोबल मीट ऑन पल्सेस रिटर्न टू इंडिया। पॉसिबल डेब्रिस ऑफ IIF लोकेटेड इन बे ऑफ बंगाल आफ्टर 7 years। साइंस मिनिस्ट्री टीम visit Hawaii to take stock of telescopic project, then robust revenues. Number games, Hamas is guilty of genocide. Israel tells the Hague Court. November factory output growth drops to 8-month low of 2.4%। तो पहला आर्टिकल जो है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट रिफ्यूजेस टू स्टे लॉ ऑन सिलेक्शन ऑफ सीईसी एंड ईसी। The Supreme Court on Friday declined to stay a new law which brushed aside the top court judgment to include the Chief Justice of India as a member of a high-powered selection committee to appoint the Election Commissioner and Election Commissioner. How can we stay a state? Justice Sanjeev Khanna, leading the bench comprising Justice Dipankar Datta, asked petitioner Jaya Thakur's lawyer. The bench, however, issued notice to the Union of India and listed the case for hearing in April. The CEC and other election commissioner appointment condition of service and terms of office Act 2023 has diluted the Supreme Court judgment by replacing the Chief Justice of India with a Union Cabinet Minister. Mr. Thakur, a Congress party leader, argued. Mr. Thakur's petition argued that the exclusion of CJI nullified the committee. The Prime Minister and his nominee Cabinet Minister would always be deciding factor. Mrs. Thakur petitions filed through advocate Varun Thakur said institutions supporting constitutional democracy must have an independent mechanism for appointment of its head and members. They are comprising free and fair elections with the exclusion of Chief Justice of India from the committee. Justice should not only be done but seen to be done. The petition said the law is against the very concept of separation of power. Senior advocate Vikas Singh for the petitioner submitted in another petition. Gopal Singh, whose petition was filed by advocate on record Sanjeev Malhotra and drawn by advocate Anjal Patel, asked the court to implement an independent system of selection constituting a neutral and independent selection committee for appointment of CEC and EC. The plea sought the court to enjoin the implementation of a Gazette notification of December 2023, ruling out the CEC and other election commissioners' appointment conditions of service and terms of office act. The judgment had directed the appointment to the post of CEC and the EC is to be done by the President on the basis of advice tendered by the committee consisting of the Prime Minister, the Leader of Opposition in the Lok Sabha, and in case there is no such leaders, the Leader of the largest party in the opposition in the Lok Sabha and the Chief Justice of India. The new law, however, the new law laid down that the CEC and EC would be appointed by the President on the recommendation of a selection committee consisting of the Prime Minister, the Leader of Opposition, and the in the Lok Sabha and Union Cabinet Minister to be nominated by the Prime Minister. The CJI was rolled out the equations and the government own primacy in the appointment process. The law said the CEC and EC would be chosen from a pool of bureaucrats. The pivotal legal questions placed for the court's consideration in the writ petition revolves around the constitutional inquiry of whether the parliament or any legislative assembly proposes the authority to promulgate a gazette notification or ordinance to nullify or amend a judgment previously rendered by Supreme Court, particularly when the judgment emanates from a constitution bench. The petition submitted. The net retail inflation rise to 5.7% in December, and next is focus on best practices as global meat on pulses return to India. India's retail inflation accelerated to a 4-month high of 5.7% in December 2023 from 5.55% a month earlier, led by an uptick in food practice prices that rose 9.5% nationally and reached 10% mark for urban consumers, hitting 10.42%. Although rural India's consumers faced a slightly lower rise in food prices at just under 9%, they faced higher overinflation at nearly 6% compared to 5.5% faced by their urban peers in December. While price rise hardened in December, the average consumer price inflation for the October to December quarter has been 5.4%, moderately lower than the Reserve Bank of India projection 5.6%. Then bleak hopes. Yet hopes of interest cut on the horizon remain bleak as the RBI expect an average price rise of 5.2% for the first half of 2024 before easing to its 4% target between July and September. Within the food basket, inflation picked up in pulses 20.73%, vegetables 27.6%, fruits 11.14%, and sugar 7.14% in December. It was just fractionally lower for cereals and spices, which continued to record steep inflation of 9.9% and 19.7% respectively. Interestingly, while consumer food prices rose faster in urban areas at 10.4%, rural consumer witnessed greater inflation in some products such as cereals 10.3%, milk, spices, and sugars. Inflation continued to ease in the case of milk 5.1%, meat and fish 1.15%, and eggs 4.4%. Meanwhile, the deflation in edible oils prices, which has surged in 2022 after the Russia-Ukraine conflict, remained virtually unchanged from November levels of at 15%. On a month-on-month basis, however, the consumer price index CPI declined 0.32% from November 2023 levels, with consumer food prices index easing by 0.9%. Beyond food, most items saw lower inflation than November. Fuel and light prices fell 1% year on year compared to a 0.8% dip in November. Transport and communication prices rose 2%, slightly below November levels, while inflation in personal care and effects eased from 7.8% to 7.3% in December. As many as 7 states recorded inflation of over 6%. The RBI's tolerance threshold for inflation led by Odisha 8.7%, lowest in Delhi. Delhi residents faced the lowest inflation rate of 2.95%, followed by the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir 4.15%, Kerala 4.3%, Chhattisgarh 4.5%, Uttarakhand 4.7%, Tamil Nadu 4.97%, and West Bengal 4.98% were the only other states with inflation rates below 5%. The uptick in inflation in December was entirely led by the food and beverage segments, with vegetables being the main culprit, and ICRA chief economist Aditi Nair. Then focus on best practices as global meet on pulses return to India. About 800 representatives of government as well as commercial and non-profit organizations involved in the production and process of pulses will attend the Global Pulse Convention to be held here in February, jointly organized by the National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation of India Limited, NAFED, and Global Pulses Confederations (GPC). The conference will see experts in the field sharing their views and experience with various stakeholders and policy makers. Union Consumer Affairs Secretary Rohit Kumar Singh said that pulses production has increased in India and the government is keen to learn and share practices globally. It is a tricky task to keep the balance between the interest of domestic farmers and consumers weather. Despite the weather differences, but we managed to keep the prices reasonably low. Mr. Singh said, addressing a press conference on the event to be held between February 14 to 17. He added that India's lentil production this year will be highest globally. The 2023 convention was held in Sydney. Organizers said that more than 40 countries will participate in the conference this year. GPC President Vijay Ainagar said that the convention should amplify the message of pulses as smart crops. The pulses are vital in the development of sustainable food systems and key players with when it comes to food security nutrition in India. The time and the place of GPC New Delhi convention this year could not be more apt as we look at bringing the global pulses industry together, connect and collaborate. Mr. Ayanagar said adding that India has done tremendously well to enhance its domestic production superfood. Taking to the Hindu, Mr. Ayanagar said that India was the biggest producer and consumer of pulses worldwide, adding that the GPC was bringing the global industry in India. The conference is being held in India after 18 years. We are hoping to dispense some knowledge to Indian industry and at the same time learn the best practices here, said, adding that pulses contribute to the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. We feel that pulses help in diversifying the production as they can be grown in arid condition with less water. It is a superfood in a way as it is nutritious and healthy. Gives nitrogen for soil seeds, ideally suited for Indian consumption, he said. The next article, a possible debris of IAF aircraft located in Bay of Bengal after 7 years. Almost 7 years after an Indian Air Force IAF AN-32 transport aircraft with 29 personnel on board went missing over Bay of Bengal while going to Port Blair from Chennai. Debris possibly of the aircraft has been located by an autonomous underwater vehicle AUV on the seabed approximately 140 nautical miles from the Chennai coast, the IAF said on Friday. The AN-32 medium transport aircraft registration K2743 took off on a routine courier flight from Chennai to Port Blair on July 2016 at 8:30 a.m. with 29 personnel but never reached the destination. A massive search and rescue efforts effort by ship and aircraft over several days could not locate any missing personnel or aircraft debris. The National Institute of Ocean Technology (NIOT), which functions under the Ministry of Earth Sciences, had recently deployed the AUV with deep sea exploration capability at the least known location of the missing AN-32. The IAF said in a statement, "This search was conducted at a depth of 3,400 meters using multiple payloads, including a multi-beam sonar, sound navigation and ranging synthetic aperture sonar, and high-resolution photography analysis of search images had indicated the presence of debris of a crashed aircraft on sea and seabed approximately 140 nautical miles, approximately 310 km from Chennai coast. The search images were scrutinized and found to be continued, confirming with an N-32 aircraft, the IAF said, adding that this discovery at a probably crash site with no other recorded history of any other missing aircraft report in the same area pointed to the debris as possibly belonging to the crashed AN-32 300 sorties. As part of the search efforts then, IAF had flown over 300 sorties and more than 1,000 hours over the area of interest. In addition to effort by the Navy and other agencies, an underwater search too was carried out by two research vessels, Samudra Ratnakar of the Geological Survey of India and Sagar Nidhi of NIOT, and a remotely operated vehicle which scanned of the depth of 3.5 km but without success. The next article है Science Ministry team visit Hawaii to take stock of telescopic project. In a signal of renewed enthusiasm for a global science project, an official delegation from the Department of Science and Technology visited Mauna Kea, an inactive volcano on the island of Hawaii in the US, to discuss challenges and to the 30-meter telescopic TMT project, a press release said. The TMT has been convened at 30-meter diameter primary mirror optical and infrared telescope that will enable other observation into deep space. It is proposed as a joint collaboration involving institutions in the US, Japan, China, Canada, and India. India's participation in the project was approved by the Union Cabinet in 2014. India expects to be a major contributor to the project and will provide hardware worth $200 million. Mauna Kea hosts multiple telescopes. However, upcoming projects have invited local opposition on the ground that building telescope violates religious and cultural customs, with many of these projects having been imposed upon the religion without addressing the concerns of inhabitants. Through though permits for constructing the TMT were upheld, the Supreme Court of Hawaii invalidated them in 2015. Permissions were restored in 2018, through the construction is yet to begin because of the continued local opposition. There are plans to construct the TMT at an alternate sites with observations Del Rec de los Muchachos, URM, on La Palma in Spain's Canary Island, seen as the next best choice. In 2020, Asutosh Sharma, the then Secretary of DST, told the Hindu, "We would like the project to move an alternate site of if all the procedures and permits there are in place. The difficulty is then that even if construction in Mauna Kea were to go ahead, there could be future agitation. However, it is not clear whether India's view have changed. The Mauna Kea site is the world's best for astronomy. Discussions are on the see to how best project can go forward with consensus and support of the local peoples. Hopefully, a decision on the site should should be formed in the next 2 years. On Purni Subramaniam, director of the Indian Institute of Astrophysics (IIAP), told the Hindu. So friends, this is all for today, and we will meet from tomorrow onwards with new news articles from the Hindu which are relevant from UPSC perspective. So till then, keep studying and thank you for listening. Have a good day.